It's your girl Tina. What's going down, family? So glad you came back for another video. And I am here because I'm still playing with my Stephanie Bernard folded candy corn die. When I say I'm in love with that die, I'm in love with that die. So let's dive in. Can somebody tell him thank you? All right, here we go. Let me show you my first creation. Oh my goodness, it's fall, y'all. The leaves are about to turn colors. The wind is about to start blowing, just coming up against our skin. Taffy apples is out in the store. It's fall, y'all. This candy corn, I love him. I love the way that he came out. So I used the die as I had explained before. The outer die is the base, and then the inner die has is a base, right? So I layered the outer die, the inner die layer, and then the third layer is with the decorative pieces with the holes. Love it, you all. This is just some scraps from my scrap bin, right? That I used for the second layer, the inner layer. Love the way it came out. These are some flowers that I had in my stash for a while. I wanted to use them, and they scream fall and harvest. One is brown and one has that green tone. Love it, love it. That apple-like green apple look. Love it. All right, you all, this right here is an oldie but goodie. Pull this out of my stash. This is a roll of burlap trim. I love this, right? And it's not bulky. It's very thin. This is from close to my heart many, many years ago. Took that out, folded them, and made little cuts so that, and I glued them. So I took the trim, glued it on the end, and then cut it to make these little pieces. Looks like a petal in a bow, right? And then I just put those, tucked them up under the flowers. Then my eyelash trim, lime green. I thought that just brought out the whole display. I really love it. This is some decorative trim in my stash that I've had. They still have this at Hobby Lobbies, and I saw it at Michael's, you all. All right. It's called Autumn Trim, if you were wondering. Okay. So I pulled that out and used that. I love the way this turned out. I used this love from my stash. It was gifted to me. Too adorable. Too adorable. I pulled out my tool. Y'all know I love tool anyway. All right, so this is my first one. No, it has to be a second one. I need y'all to get ready. Get ready, because this is the favorite one. Look at here. Stop playing with me. It's fall, y'all. I love it. Do you love it? I love the way that this came out. This little masterpiece was created with a manila file folder. A manila file folder. Okay, so I cut it out with the die, and I pulled out my distress inks. I pulled out peel paint, spice marmalade, rusty hinge, and vintage photo. These are the 4 distress inks that you see here. I love the effect. Everything here was cut out with the manila folder. Okay, so I pulled out my candy corn die, the little bitty small one, and let me show it to you. And I want you all to see that This is the little bitty small one. This is what I made these candy corns out of. I simply love it, you all. Then I pulled out my Whimsy Stamps leaf die and cut this out of the manila folder. And then I took those distress inks and I colored everything up. So the candy corn die, the big one, is cut out of manila folder. I pulled out some of my mixed media stamps and I stamped the candy corns. Can you see that? And I also stamped the background on the base. I love it, you all. But here is what really makes this little sugar stand out. This is a Resurrection Wednesday, really, project. Here you go, Flour Soft. Had this in my stash for years. Decided to pull that out. And so I put Flour Soft all over the leaves and the candy corn. Don't tell me that this does not scream fall. I simply love it. I layered and bedded all of the candy corn and the flowers on top of some of that little cheesecloth from Dollar Tree. So I made a bed of that, and then I laid my leaves on top. Then, you all, I used some more of that autumn trim that I had. Right? Yep. This is what the autumn trim looks like. Okay? And then, lastly, I pulled out my spider die. I simply love it. And put those two spiders there. It's fall, y'all. And I simply love this. So these are my two project shares for today. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment in the description box. Which one of these candy corns do you love? You may don't like either one of them. Share that with me in the description box and tell me why. Do you think candy corn only have to be fun and simple and calm and candy-like? Or do you feel that candy corn can be whatever I or you can envision it to be? I love my candy corns here. So you all leave me a message. Tell me what you think. Till next time, wash them hands. 15 minutes, hot water and soap. Stay healthy. Wear those masks. Most of all, keep creating. And I'll meet y'all here on the next go round. Love you.